Here with reaction, Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, along with Outkick founder Clay Travis. Congressman Jordan, take a bow, sir. You helped get rid of the Ministry of Truth. Thank you for doing that. Bad idea, but we'll work together on it, as Kamala says.
Well, Sean, here's what I wonder. Would the Disinformation Governance Board have fact-checked the Democrat witness today who came in front of our committee and said men can get pregnant and have an abortion? I mean, we'll never know, Sean. I'm almost saddened by this because I wish they would have maybe waited a day before they disbanded this board so we could see exactly what Nina Jankowicz would have said to that ridiculous statement made in the Judiciary Committee today by the Democrat witness. So thank you for the work you've done in helping get rid of this governance board. And, of course, the work Clay has done on his radio station as well, radio show as well.
Yeah, and Clay, I think what we're really getting down to, and our former colleague, I always like Carl Cameron, actually thinks we ought to be putting people maybe in jail for disinformation. I'm like, I don't know what happened to Carl. It's not the guy that I knew when he worked here, but it's getting crazy. But I really believe the target of this is always going to be conservatives. Liberals are never called out. 3 years lying, conspiracy theories about Trump-Russia collusion that never happened. Never mind what happened to Nicholas Sandmann. Never mind all the other cases that they were wrong in, from Richard Jewell to Cambridge Police to Ferguson to Baltimore and Freddie Gray, Duke Lacrosse, UVA. They get it all wrong all the time, and they're never held accountable, and they never retract their remarks, apologize, and make a correction, ever.
You're right, Sean, and I want to thank the congressman. I saw that clip and my jaw dropped, and I know there's a lot of people who work in media that watch your show, Sean, and I think we have to start asking all Democrats, can men get pregnant and can they have abortions? Because I thought that was a pretty settled fact, and we got Democrats under oath in front of the congressman here saying that men can, in fact, get pregnant and have abortions.
All right.
So
you know
does Joe
what,
Biden
Clay,
think that?
I'm going to let you pick up your thought.
Does Minister of Truth?
Let me just play it because I don't think people have seen this enough.
Yes.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
There you go, Clay. I'm learning something new every day.
I mean, if people had not seen this, it is so unbelievable what is going on. That think about this for a minute, Sean, and also Jim. I mean, we've got Jeff Bezos, who runs the Washington Post, now feuding with Joe Biden because of how incompetent they are on economic policy. Earlier this afternoon, Elon Musk came out and said, I'm leaving behind the Democrat Party because they are totally losing their minds. And I think we're starting to stack some wins, Sean and Congressman. Think about this. CNN Plus collapses. The Ministry of Truth didn't even last as long as CNN Plus did. You've got Elon Musk buying Twitter. And if you look at the data on some of these primaries, Georgia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Republican voters are coming out and they are energized and they are excited. And it is because they are fighting against insanity. There are two parties right now. The insane party, which is the Democrats, and the sane party, which is the Republicans.
87%, Jim Jordan, of the vote, the top three vote getters, they all claim to be MAGA candidates in Pennsylvania. I mean, amazing. Then you add, look at Trump's record, depending on whether you think his comments were an endorsement of Madison Cawthorn, he's either 81-3 or 81-2, meaning 81 victories.
Right.
And what Elon Musk said is, in the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party, he wrote, but they have become a party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch the dirty tricks campaign against me unfold.
Yeah.
He's right about all points.
No, exactly. But look, the Trump endorsement's the most powerful political endorsement in American history, without a doubt. We understand that. The country has common sense, as Clay pointed out. Republican Party is the party of common sense and regular people. Democrat Party is the party of craziness. There's a reason 7 out of 10 of our fellow citizens think the country's on the wrong track. In my time in politics, I don't know if I've ever seen wrong track numbers that bad, and that's because America has common sense, and they understand that Jerry Nadler, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, had to approve that witness. They went out and got that witness to come testify. That shows you how out of touch they are with reality and with the American people, and why I think, as you said and as Clay said, it's going to be a good night for Republicans on November 8th, and that means a good night for the country.
And Joe has a whopping 32% approval rating. All right. Thank you both. Clay, thank you. Congressman, thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.